And then what happens is after I document that, boom, if there's anything that happens, it's on them, not on us, okay? I know, it's doggy dog. Now this one, I don't have time to do a lot of fanciful stuff, so let's just say I go around. There you go.
That's gonna hurt his hair.
Oh, no, he'll be fine. And right here. Okay, there we go. Now some people like to put a little piece of tape right up here. That's fine, okay? And right here, I like to always put a piece of tape right up here.
Over his mouth too.
And you can even bend the board up a little bit. No, keep it close to your body. Okay, and I'm done. That's it. Now.
This tastes better for Splinting.
Yeah, that one is better, yeah. This is funner to do. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sling and swat. So you remember how to do that? So he's got a mid-shaft fracture there, so I put it down like he's a waiter. I come up right through here, okay, boom. And I come up right through here and boom. And I get my partner to go ahead and make a bow, not a knot. Okay, there you go. Hurry up, partner. Come on. Tighten it up. And then what I do is that was the what? That's called the sling. Then I go above his breast, boy or girl, and I tie this down. This is called the swab. There you go. All right. And let me see. I'm going to go below the breast. Here we go. And right here. Okay. And there. No, go ahead and relax. Relax your arm. Just relax it normally. Now, if it's relaxed like this and I go, oh, I don't like it. You know what? I need to tighten it up. So now, sir, pull it up, please. Undo it, ma'am. You're going to go ahead and hold it up. And then, no, just where you feel comfortable. And then now, see that slack? Take that slack up for me. So don't let them come in. I mean, if the patient feels comfortable laying like that, I'm okay. But if they say, no, I'd like a little higher, a little closer, then go ahead and do it. Done. And then I check pulse movement sensation before, after, and upon arrival to ER. Got it? So that's it. Okay, so there's a, and again, if there was a bone sticking out, so that's a simple fracture. If there was a bone, and let's say the bone was sticking out right there, the first thing that you're going to do, the very first thing, let's use the other arm. Let's say this arm right here is the bone sticking out. The first thing I've got to do is take a sterile dressing and put the dressings are intimate like underwear and socks, over it. And then what I do is I wrap this separate. So I had a bone sticking out. I gently, do I push the bone back? The answer is no. No pushing the bone back. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to kind of wrap it. Now, why does this have to be done separately? Because if it's attached to the splint, it'll move, and every time the splint moves, it'll cause great pain. Then I do exactly what I did over there. See? Same.
Without the splint.
No, I go ahead and I do the exact same. So I want you to imagine this is now here on that one.
You would just wrap it first, and then you would do that.
And then, you got it. They're two different bandaging and splinting, all right? Yes, ma'am.
What if it was a compound fracture?
Well, that's it. That means that the bone is there, it's exposed. In the sense, if there's any laceration and exposure to the bone, this is what you do first. If the bone is compound, spiral, or anything where the skin is not broken, then you can go ahead and continue with this. Does that make sense? But if the bone, because I want to know how you're using the word compound. Okay, you can have that's an open fracture. That's, okay, what in the world is that?
My glove popped.
Oh, dear God, all right? That worries me. That's like a gun going off. I was waiting to see a body. Yes, sir.
In the medic, do they only carry those? Because we did a few splints yesterday at the clinicals, and I know they use different.
They do.
But is
You mean like a frac pack? What are you saying?
They pull it out of the cardboard.
The ortho?
Yeah. Listen, I hate cardboard splints. I think they're the cheapest, crappiest things. The only place I've ever seen them used is here in Southern California. I'm not here to dog or diss anyone. What I'm here to say is I like to use more professional. I personally like air splints a whole lot better. I can put them on, I can see through them, blow them up. I think they're very effective. But if, yeah, oh we do, and I, you know, like frac packs and things like that. We slide them on. We got some simple, easy stuff to use. It's very effective. This takes more time. If we show you the harder stuff, then when you get the easier stuff, you're like, oh dear God, this is like I'm the bill of the ball. Yes, sir.
If with the bone sticking out fracture, when you're doing this, the sling and swap, you are making special care not to wrap the sling part around the
yes,
bone, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Right.
Anytime you've got an injury, even if it's humerus fracture, I try to stay off it. If you do go over it, listen to me very carefully. You can go over the fracture. The College of Osteopathy has said yes. You can, but it has to be with wide cravats. You can't use thin. Thin puts a lot of pressure in that area. Wide spreads the pressure out. So it's possible. In the old days, we weren't even allowed to do that. Okay? Are you with me? So, okay. Any other questions real quick?
Can you show us how to do it this way, where it's like
Oh, the old way. Yeah, I used to do this all the time. What you're going to do, but see, I hate it because no one is very good at it. See that right there, the tail?
Looks like a.
What you do is you make a knot in the tail. So come on over here, sister. I'll put it on you.
Can I take this off, Dr. Miller?
Yes, you can take it off. Now, no, wait, hold on, because you guys will make a big deal out of it, and then everyone won't watch, so hold on just a second. And your crying will actually,
I'm scared.
yeah, that's right. Okay, so now hold your arm like you would if you're broken. There you go. All right, so the first thing you have to do is you take this little tail end right there, and you're going to have to put it on the very end, so it comes right here, the elbow. Then what you're going to do is you're going to have to come up, and you have to throw this over. I hate this thing. Go ahead. Grab. No. My friend. Because you're going to need, this is definitely going to take 2 medics to do. Okay, so you come under, and then you have to go up. All right. And the older medics liked using this because that's the only thing they ever used. All right. So it was okay. And so this is going to be it. Now, this, of course, because I've done this a long time, this was the first one I used, is one I used all the time. It's pretty easy for me to do. You should see what I get to see EMTs do. They're all over the place. They don't hook. But what I need to do is create a cradle. But remembering that my knot over here goes to the elbow. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then you can pad on. She's got a little giraffe neck. So that's nothing bad. That's very nice, okay? But the thing is, I might have to pad it, especially an older person, because they may say it hurts. Just pad a little bit. Then, of course, that's the sling. What do I need to put on? The swab. Okay? Leaving the hand open to check for pulse movement sensation. Okay? All right. So this isn't a bad one. It's just that many of you, it takes a long time to do one that's right. So I always try to teach you, just like the military, something you can put on really quickly and very effective. Okay, now, guys, what did I miss before? Before we move them. Yeah, I was going to let you guys do that because I thought we could find a little cup or something. Miss Duncan? Oh, we want to do the donut? Okay, let me do the donut real quick. Now, watch this. I'm going to make the donut. I'm going to make a good donut. I'm going to start with the new one. Okay? Oh, schnockeroo. Okay, so here we go. Now, watch this. Everyone should know how to make a donut. And I use a donut for many different things. Number one, grab it in your hand right here. Take it out of the package, and then what you're going to do is go 1, 2, 3. Some people like to only do 2. Then what you do is you pull your fingers slightly, keep them in there, but pull them to where they're at the edge. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start making the donut. So here, because I'm left-handed, I'm going to move this over. Okay, so what I do is I just thread it in there like this, and I go in a circle around my donut. Do you see this? Watch what I'm doing. Okay, watch. I'm just taking the end, and I'm just putting it back in the donut, and I'm going around the ring. I'm like, I don't know what you'd call that. I'm not a crafty person. See, watch, and I'm going to go, what? It's, look at that. See that? I'm making a beautiful little hole. And I'm just keep
one, pearl two.
Yeah, that's it. And my friends, I would tell you, I wouldn't do this on the scene, because one, it takes just a few minutes. You should have these already made up and in your kit. Or you can throw them to the firefighters and say, make me a donut. But I hope they went to a good school and they know how to make the donuts, all right? You got to get up at 4 a.m. to make these things.
Get to a cop, sir.
Yeah, that's true. No, I won't say that. My sister is the cop. She'll shoot me.
I think a good example of what happens if you ever made a homemade Christmas wreath, like with your family. My family did a couple years. You put your original string of sticks and then you wrap some around them in a spiral pattern to hold them in place better before you start putting your decorations in.
Now see, look at it. It's starting to be a rigid little donut now. And this is great because I actually, remember when you were kids and they had those little toys, the rings? They went from fat to small. So if I have an impaled object, and a lot of you will stick knives in each other, a lot of you will stick sticks, a lot of you will fall on pencils. So what I do is I make the donut. I get the donuts. The donuts are already made, and I pull out my donuts, and I can actually put them over and start using that to stabilize the injury. Yes, go ahead.
Just for the donuts for storage, because you said you could pre-make them before you go to a
pre-make them.
Is there a certain time limit because of infection control, how long you can keep them before you just toss them?
No, because these are not sterile.
Okay.
So I don't want you to think these are sterile in any way. So they're not. Okay, so watch this. Okay, so my donut's made. Now watch this very carefully. So let's just say that I have let's say that I have a, well, here, I'll use my girl again because she's got a better head. Okay, so here we go. So let's say she has a laceration to the top of her head. So her boyfriend hit her with a bottle. Okay, now if it's just a laceration, all I need to do is put a dressing on it and control any bleeding, and I'm okay. But let's say that when I do that, I feel that it's a little soft. Don't keep pushing on it. Remember, crepitus, bone, 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 grating, stop. Once you do it, remember on when we said that when we pushed in, rebound tenderness, we push in, no pain, we let out and they scream, then stop. Don't do that again, all right? But what I do is I notice she has a depressed skull fracture. So in that area around the laceration, the bone, it kind of caves in or the bone's a little soft. Stop. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the sterility, because this is not sterile, and then I'm going to put the donut on. And the donut is going to grab onto the skull that is not fractured. So I may need a bigger donut. So I do these in different sizes. So look at this donut. Oh, this is not bad. This is better. This donut's a little bigger. So I'll actually use this bigger donut right there, okay? And then what I'm going to do is your instructors will show you. There's several ways to do it. But what I do is this. I go down right here, and then she's got a ponytail. So pull her ponytail out. There you go. Watch this. I love girls with ponytails because they're easy to bandage and splint. Now I'm going to come around and watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to come here to the front, and I'm going to twist because I have to anchor this. Okay? Ponytail. Now let him just grab it, ma'am. That way it'll be easier. Hold it. Hold it. You really suck at holding ponytails. You've got to be better at holding ponytails. Wait till you get a girlfriend that vomits a lot. You have to hold her hair back, okay? And then you marry her. And then you have children and she vomits a lot. Okay. Now look what I'm doing. Okay, now watch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Now this is one way to do this. This is just one way. And some like to do it. Now I can go ahead and let go of this. You have a lot of fine hair. Let me know if I pull your hair. And I'm going to be gentle because I'm not pushing down on the donut too much. But see, I could do it that way. Or you say, no, you don't like that. So watch this. I'm going to see if I can match. This is probably a Miss Duncan, Mr. Duncan, and Mr. White bandage. So let me show you the Aunt Jemima. The older days, they used to do this because it's quick and it's easy.
What'd you say it was called?
Now, the thing is do not, the reason I say that is on the Aunt Jemima bottle, you know that scarf that's worn? Okay, so don't go out and call them do-rags or Aunt Jemimas, okay? But when we're talking to each other, it gives you a point of reference of what it is. So watch this. Now, okay, go ahead and take that off. I'm sorry. There we go. Help him out. Help her out. Oh, you're a helpful man, aren't you? Okay. Letting her suffer like that. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, now watch this. You see what this triangle is? Okay, I'm going to go behind her head. Help me out, sir. She's too tall. There you go. Now watch this. I'm going to make sure your donut doesn't slip. I'm going to put it down right here just like this, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the tails and I'm going to come gently. And this really requires 2 or 3 medics, at least 2, because when I don't want this slipping. And what I'm going to do is gently tighten it. But see, this is the problem. This was what was done in the old days. I've always found it hard. What did I do? Ooh, I should have used this. Hold on. Do you see? Hold it right there. Make sure her donut doesn't slip. I'm going to use something. I'm going to make a change. You see this? I love the ponytail. Right here. Look what I get to do. I'm going to go under the ponytail, and I'm going to tie this because it'll help anchor it. Watch this. Come up. Now watch what I can do. Come right here. Look at me, ma'am. Right here. I'm going to come right across her head, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie this off. Now you're going to say, well, okay, I see how you've anchored it, but how are you going to tighten that? So right now I'm going to hold that, and I'm just going to do this. I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to tighten it. You see that? Lift it up, and I can run it around again. I can run it and tuck it. And then here in the back, I can push this. I can pull this down, and I go, oh, I need to do something. So what I can do is this. I can now tighten this and do this a secondary, so that I can use this to pull down even tighter. Does that make sense? Okay, it just seems like a lot of work for me. So I really like the first one a little bit better. Plus it looks kind of weird. Right? It's just weird. All right, real quick, anything else? And your instructors will help you. They'll show you some other shortcuts because I don't care how you use it, and they don't care how you use it.